we have a bonus video today. Hello. So, I was going to sit on this and not give my opinion, but I feel like I have to. Kotaku. The once good, well, decent, gaming journo website that used to be a reasonably decent place. Now it's gone to hell. Now, there's been a lot of stuff, but I'm going to focus on the Nintendo things that have gone down, and a few other things, especially sort of their own problematic history with Japanese culture is fascinating. But, let's talk about it. Now, Kotaku have this very weird anti-Japanese bias that comes through in so many of their reviews. I've always found that uncomfortable, and it's got more apparent in recent years. Now, Nintendo have blacklisted them, basically, for telling people how to download, illegally, a game, Metroid. They gave the full instructions. So, encourage piracy, basically. And that's a problem. Let's not beat around the bush with that one. That is a problem, and that's not something anyone with any artistic or journalistic integrity should be doing. I have very strong opinions on downloading stuff I'm not even going to get into that here, but we'll talk about that in another video, maybe. Then, sort of the loss of journalistic integrity with their reaction to Hogwarts Legacy, but that's again another video. But, moving forward, they're very, and again I hate this word with a blinding passion, problematic history with Japanese RPGs, JRPGs. They have this disdain for Japanese culture and this very American-centric view of how games and media should be perceived. Let's get this one straight. A game made for a Japanese audience that has a very niche audience here is problematic because it's not a Western-themed title. It's absolutely absurd. It always has been and always will be. Now, 10 days before the release of the new Zelda game, Kotaku published a very spoiler-heavy review of the whole thing. And when I say spoiler-heavy, I mean so spoiler-heavy it was kind of terrifying. It was big key spoilers for the game, big key moments were completely spoiled, and they were not on the review list. So allegedly, and I say allegedly to cover my own ass here, they illegally downloaded a leaked version of the game or got it through means that were they not intended to get it. So that's a whole problem. Kotaku are ridiculous, and then one of the chief people with Kotaku, Luke, tweeted, "For the record, this is how I feel about publisher blacklists." It was a picture of a World War II pilot with the sun flag and swastikas on a plane. So, to quote Bounding into Comics, which, good website by the way, Kotaku journalist incites a desire for anti-Japanese violence in response to Nintendo denying the outlet a review copy of the new Zelda. Like, who in their right mind does this? And they already have a disdain for Japanese culture. They have a disdain for Japanese games and JRPGs and kind of key standpoints. There is no journalistic integrity here, and they know their days are numbered. No one is going to these websites for reviews. No one is going for information. It is a website that has descended into complete hypocrisy. And I'm amazed, and I say this, I am completely amazed that this has gone down the way it has. Now, I'm going to say this, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is one of the best Zeldas I've played in years, and I loved Breath of the Wild. But a game that is both a prequel to the entire series by the way, pre-Skyward Sword, and I'm not going to go into too many details with that, but I think that's already common knowledge, and a sequel to the series, it really does build this really beautiful world. Like, it's a stunning game and kind of return to the classic Zelda formula. It's the big open world mixed with dungeons, and who doesn't love a good dungeon crawl? Seriously, who doesn't? Now, what I will say is that there are some flaws with the game. I still struggle with the combat in this engine. I don't know why. It's just a thing, and it's me. It's not the game. But watching a air quotes journalist tweet something that is incredibly racist, incredibly stupid, and ultimately a company that has told people how to illegally pirate a game, allegedly pirated a leaked game themselves, and has a disdain for Japanese culture. And the reviews of Hogwarts Legacy, which are again, a different video. But they all play into this, and watching the gaming journalist industry crash and burn, watching Kotaku crash and burn at not only supersonic speed, but it's... No one goes to these sites. I don't know anyone that goes to review websites like this anymore. Because journalists as a whole cannot be trusted. If your entire opinion about a project, a game, a movie, TV show, a book, is centered around your own personal politics without looking at things objectively, without separating yourself, that is a bad faith review. And I really hate that phrase because certain people on Twitter use it so much, it's actually unbelievable. But it is the definition of it. You cannot score a game or a book or a movie based on your own bias, based on your own political opinions. And you cannot. It doesn't work that way. You cannot consume and review media. And that's something these people don't understand. But, and I say this with complete wholehearted honesty, the satisfaction of watching this crash and burn, and I'm so glad Bounding Into Comics archived those tweets, because they will probably get swiftly deleted at some point in the future. It's cringeworthy. Blatantly racist. Blatantly encouraging illegal behaviour, and probably allegedly committing illegal behaviour themselves. It's... no. And I'm going to say this, go out and play Tears of the Kingdom. It's beautiful. I love the art style. I love the gameplay. Play it for yourself. Play games for yourself. Read books for yourself. Read movies for yourself. Read movies. Watch movies for yourself. Watch TV shows for yourself. Screw what these professional reviewers and critics say. Like my videos. They're entirely my own subjective opinion. And I cannot stress that enough. They're not... That's it. That's what they are. They're my subjective opinion, and that's kind of it, basically. And every media outlet should be viewed the same, in any way, shape, or form. And it's kind of sad watching the end of games journalism, but we don't live in the golden age of Nintendo Official Magazine anymore, with the brilliant Gav Murphy. We don't... all of that's done, and now these websites just exist that don't really do anything, that don't really want to give an opinion of the game. They just want to talk about their own personal politics and their own personal view of the world rather than looking at a game. And if the history is as problematic, and again, I hate that word and I feel dirty saying it, as Kotaku, let's be real. Why are people listening to them? Why do they still exist? They're a relic of a bygone age run by a bunch of morons, as Luke has proven. So, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm really curious on your opinions on this, because this is fascinating and disturbing all in the same sentence because the blatant racism here is just mind-blowing.